Hi, I'm Dr. Turner, and I'm Director of Teacher Education at Drew University. Thanks for stopping by this info session to find out about what the Education Department offers. I'd like to introduce you to Drew Teach, where tomorrow's educators are cultivated here at Drew through one of our two teaching or education and society minors or through our 5-year bachelor's to master's certification program. Once you leave Drew, you can enter into Drew Teach. Today's educators are connected here, where our alumni stay connected and engage in professional development through all of our wonderful programming with the Drew Writing Project and Digital Literacies Collaborative and other workshops that we offer. So in the education department, we are full service from your first year all the way into your alumni network. You can find a lot of information about our teacher education programs on our website, drewteachereducation.drewteach.org. I highly recommend subscribing to our newsfeed because we are constantly posting job opportunities and other information, and you can get that sent directly to your inbox if you add your email here, subscribe to our blog via email. You can also find a lot of information about our undergrad programs on the undergrad tab. You'll see if we have any important information with our news, like our fall info sessions. And then you can also learn more about the Education and Society minor and the Teaching minor and dual degree programs. You'll also see that we partner with Connect with Kids, which is an organization on campus for students who are interested in working with children of all ages in the Madison community. So if you are interested in joining other like-minded people and working with children throughout your Drew experience, I highly recommend you reach out to Connect with Kids and attend one of their meetings. In our department, you can pursue one of two minors in education or join the 5-year program to earn your Master of Arts in Teaching alongside your Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. We have just launched two minors. The teaching minor is for those who are interested in becoming a teacher in a K-12 setting and or for earning New Jersey teaching certification. And the teaching minor replaces the BMAT concentration and leads to the 5-year program. If you are not interested in becoming a teacher, but are more interested in the political, social, and economic influences and impacts of public education, you might want to look at the liberal arts-focused Education and Society minor, which draws from courses all over the College of Liberal Arts. Regardless of which minor you might want to pursue, everyone takes EDUC 220, Equity, Justice, and Education in the United States, which will be offered in the springtime. After you've taken that, you can decide whether you want to pursue the Ed and Society minor or the Teaching minor. For those interested in the Ed and Society minor, you can contact Dr. Catherine Devereaux, whose email is located on this slide. Dr. Devereaux coordinates the Education and Society minor, and she will also be teaching EDUC 220. The Education and Society minor is a minor that draws from many courses across the College of Liberal Arts. It provides an interdisciplinary perspective on the role of education in society and how societal factors influence learners and learning. There are two required courses, EDUC 220 and PSCI 317, which can also be taken as EDUC 505. We also ask that you take one class from each of the following categories: learners and learning, education in context, and diversity and social justice contexts. If you're interested in becoming a teacher, you may want to pursue the teaching minor. Professor Maureen O'Sullivan coordinates the teaching minor, and you can see her email on this slide. If you are interested, please contact her or take a look at our website, which also has a lot of information. I will go into a little bit more detail about the teaching minor, as it's a little bit more complicated than the Education and Society minor if you are pursuing a path to certification. The teaching minor requires 5 courses: EDUC 220, 505, 501, 502, and 503. It also requires an application to the program where we review to make sure that you are on your way toward meeting state requirements. If you choose to move into the 5-year program, you will need to complete the rest of the state-mandated requirements for admission into the MAT program. But as soon as you do that, you will be enrolled in the 5-year program with the teaching minor also on your undergraduate transcript. If you choose not to move into the 5-year program, you can complete the teaching minor and just graduate from Drew with a teaching minor. The 5-year program allows you to move from your bachelor's into your master's degree. You will graduate with certification and a master's degree, which actually puts you on a pay scale higher than if you just had a bachelor's degree in teaching in the state of New Jersey. You can read more about the requirements for the 5-year program in the catalog. The state of New Jersey is currently reviewing its code, and so things may change in the next year, and it will be important for you to stay in touch with us if you choose to pursue New Jersey certification to make sure that you are on track to meet all of the requirements. If you are currently a junior or senior who is enrolled in the BMAT concentration, you have two options. The first is to continue in the concentration as planned, and the second is to petition to switch to the teaching minor. If you want to switch to the teaching minor, you will need to take EDUC 220 in either spring 2023 or spring 2024. So if this is something that interests you, please reach out to us in the teacher ed office so that we can help you to make that petition to switch to the teaching minor. If you are a first-year student, you only have the option of the teaching minor. If you are a sophomore, you actually have both of these options, but I would highly recommend that you switch to the teaching minor so that it shows as a minor on your transcript rather than just a concentration. Additionally, EDUC 220 is going to be a great class, and I really think it would be great for all of you to take it if you can. For those of you who are interested in the 5-year program, here is the timeline for meeting the state requirements and for entering the teaching minor, which will lead you to the 5-year program. You take EDUC 220 in the spring of your first or second year, and then by the end of your sophomore year, you want to pass the Praxis Core so that you can apply to the teaching minor in spring of your sophomore year. You will not be admitted to the teaching minor unless you pass the Praxis Core. This is a difference from the BMAT concentration, but it will be important in order to move you forward on your application to the MAT program in a timely manner. There are Praxis Core exemptions that are set by the state of New Jersey. The current exemptions are listed here. However, the state is reviewing its code and there may be changes coming in the next year. So please stay in touch with us so that we can let you know whether you are actually eligible for a Praxis Core exemption based on either your SAT or ACT scores. After you are admitted to the minor, you'll want to start right away on working on your Praxis 2 subject area test preparations. And by the end of your junior year, you want to have passed your Praxis 2. Additionally, as soon as you have 60 credits or by spring of your junior year at the latest, you should apply for a New Jersey State Substitute Certificate. The Substitute Certificate is required for the senior level fieldwork courses and admission to the MAT program. So it's also a great way to earn some extra money if you are able in your schedule to fit in some substitute teaching, or if you are home after the semester ends or in the winter break. Schools are really desperate for subs right now, and so this might be a great way to get you some more experience as well as some more cash in your pocket. As soon as you have met all of these requirements and taken at least one of our 500 level courses with a positive disposition assessment, you will be conditionally admitted to the MAT program. So the earlier you get these done, the earlier you get that admission letter to your MAT program in the 5th year. The conditions for admission are that you complete your bachelor's degree with a 3.0 or higher and continue to do well on disposition assessments in the 500 level graduate courses that you will take. Speaking of, the course plan for a 5-year program or a teaching minor into the 5-year program student looks like this. In your first or second year, you take EDUC 220. Then in your junior year, after you are admitted to the minor, you'll take EDUC 505 in the fall and 501 in the spring. And your senior year, EDUC 502 in the fall and 503 in the spring. And fieldwork is required for these two classes, and they do count as immersive experiences. Then moving into your MAT year, you'll complete fieldwork and internship requirements, as well as take additional courses, which begin in May for summer session, right after you graduate from your undergrad, and continue to the next May when you graduate with your MAT degree. If you are interested in adding on a second certification to help you work with diverse learners, you can add on a Teacher of Students with Disabilities or a Teaching English as a Second Language certification. Both of these certifications will require additional coursework in your MAT year, but you will be able to graduate with your initial certification as well as the second certification in that 5th year. If you are interested in any of the programs that you heard about, please reach out to me at kturner3@drew.edu or one of the professors who was highlighted in this presentation. We also hold information sessions every September and February where you can talk with us in person. Thanks again for stopping by and have a great day.